Turtles are a member of the reptile family. That means they're related to crocodilians, which includes the alligators, the crocodiles, the snakes, and the lizards, and a few other types of reptiles that we won't bother with right now. However, turtles are unique. They're very different. The alligator, for instance, is more closely related to birds than it is to turtles. Turtles are an ancient family. The first turtles appear in the fossil record around 175 million years ago. That was during the Middle Jurassic period, when dinosaurs still ruled the earth. And some have little changed in all that time. So what is a turtle? Well, a turtle is characterized by a special bony or cartilaginous shell that's developed from their ribs. This forms a shield over their body. Reptiles were originally all land-living animals, and some did return to the sea. Turtles took up an aquatic life, but they are still reptiles, which means they're ectothermic, or sometimes referred to as cold-blooded, and that means they take the temperature from their surroundings. They must come on land to lay eggs. They cannot give birth or lay eggs in the water. The word turtle can refer to any of three distinct branches. There are sea turtles, there are freshwater turtles, and there are tortoises. Tortoises are turtles that have adapted to live on land. There are 7 species of sea turtles, and this video will feature the green sea turtle, partly because it's the most commonly seen one in beaches like Hawaii, Mexico, or Florida. I've been fortunate enough to spend time with them in Hawaii and in the Galapagos. So the species you're seeing here are the East Pacific green sea turtles. Green sea turtles are the largest of the hard-shelled sea turtles. The leatherback sea turtles can be much bigger. Even so, a green sea turtle can weigh between 200 and 500 pounds, or 100 and 200 kilograms. They are herbivores and spend a lot of their time feeding on seagrass. They'll also eat algae. Green sea turtles like to nest on beaches, the same beaches that we enjoy. A nest can be upwards to 1 meter wide and 1 meter deep, 2 to 3 feet. And they may lay up to 150 eggs. The females then leave the eggs behind and crawl back to the ocean. The young do not get any help from their parents. The young, when they hatch, must make a mad dash to the ocean, and they are preyed on by frigate birds, gulls, herons, just about any bird that's big enough to pick them up. And then once they're in the ocean, they face sharks, a danger they will face for the rest of their lives. Fortunately, many countries have taken steps to allow the sea turtles to successfully nest on their beaches. Sea turtles can be found nesting in over 80 countries, and they feed off the coast of 140 countries. Many beach communities ask people to dim their lights at night. The lights attract the turtles inland. When they come on shore to nest, they use the moon to guide them back to the ocean. We're doing a lot to help these turtles, and with luck they may be around for quite some time. Sea turtles spend virtually all their life in the ocean, but tortoises spend most of their life on land and seldom enter the water to swim. The most famous tortoises in the world live on the Galapagos Islands. These are also the largest tortoises. The Galapagos is a chain of islands that lie in the Pacific Ocean about 1,000 kilometers off the west coast of South America. As land-dwelling animals, tortoises have developed several distinct characteristics. They eat plants, for the most part, and their legs are sometimes referred as elephantine They're very thick. Tortoises are found in Africa, Asia, Australia, North America, South America, and of course the Galapagos Islands. For the most part, they are a tropical or subtropical species. Tortoises are long-lived animals. Some have been known to live almost 200 years. As a result, they lay very few eggs, at the maximum 20 or so. In North America, there are two species of tortoise, the desert tortoise and the gopher tortoise. The gopher tortoise is found in Florida. They are herbaceous and will eat over 300 types of plants, but obviously prefer some types of grasses over others. They live in burrows, which can be 14.5 meters long, or about 48 feet, and 3 meters, or about 10 feet deep. They dig these burrows themselves, and they do spend most of their time there. The burrows provide protection from extreme heat and extreme cold, and also from predators. Unlike other tortoises, gopher tortoises appear to be social and live in colonies made up of other gopher tortoises. They are considered a keystone species. If they're doing well, the environment is doing well. Freshwater turtles can be found on every continent except Antarctica. They all have one thing in common. They all need to be near fresh water. They don't live most of their lives on land, and they cannot tolerate seawater. But within that, there are a wide variety of turtles. Some are called terrapins, sliders, cooters. But whatever they're called, they're still turtles. Some have adapted mostly to an aquatic style of life, but they still must come on land to lay eggs. They are ectothermic, which means they like to bask in the sun, and so many come ashore to get some warmth. Basking exposes them to danger, and so they must be prepared to duck into the water for refuge, and this they do quite quickly. However, they also must make long journeys across the land to get to fresh water, so they are quite mobile. Most have claws for climbing, webbed toes, are covered with scales, and of course have the shell. No turtle have teeth. They cannot breathe underwater, so the nostrils close. Their eyes have a special membrane that allows them to see underwater. Many species of turtles are often found basking together in large groups. There's an advantage to this because in a large group, any one individual is least likely to fall prey to an alligator or other predator. It may seem like they're all dozing, but at least one will have its eyes open, on guard, in case any danger should approach. Around the world, turtles inhabit several different types of habitats. They are very omnivorous. They eat insects, they eat plants. Fish also make up part of their diet. Some turtles even hunt. In this case, an egret has died, and the turtles have ganged up on the carcass to finish it off. It will take them a few days before it's completely gone. They are not particularly good swimmers, and they are not particularly good on land. For most species, it is their hard shell that protects them. They cannot walk out of it as they do in cartoons. The snapping turtle, however, is unable to withdraw completely within its shell. This leaves it vulnerable, and so they tend to be aggressive. Turtles are part of the ecosystem. They must get along with other animals. Alligators do not bother large turtles, but smaller turtles are fair prey. Storks will eat baby turtles. Red foxes will dig up nests, and they'll also eat baby turtles. Jaguars can eat adult turtles. Raccoons feed on young turtles and also dig up nests. And nesting is when the turtle is most vulnerable. It must lay its eggs in the sand, and it will lay different clutches. So if one nest is discovered, perhaps another nest isn't. In any case, most turtle eggs are destroyed. Species have different ways of reproducing. Some species, like turtles, have a lot of babies, and it's left to luck. Other species, like humans, have fewer babies, but invest a lot of time in them. taking care to make sure they grow up safely. But it's not alligators or jaguars or lions or foxes or raccoons or egrets that put turtles at risk. It's people who take over their habitat. In Ontario, we drained a lot of our major marshes, and that really hurt turtles. Turtles crossing roads to breed are run over. We need to give these animals a break. If we leave them alone, they will be with us for a long time. Snapping turtles are a case in point. Not too long ago, we put in regulations to restrict hunting of them, and the numbers have bounced back. By the way, snapping turtles are only found in North America. There are two species, the common and this guy, the alligator snapping turtle. It is the largest terrestrial turtle found in North America. Only sea turtles are larger. Another large turtle found in North America and other places in the world is the soft-shelled turtle. They have long necks, and unlike most turtles, their shell is not hard, hence the name. They are mainly aquatic, living in fresh water. They have elongated, soft, snorkel-like nostrils, and they must be underwater in order to feed. Ontario is home to 9 species of turtle. The Blandings turtle, the eastern spiny soft-shelled turtle, the painted turtle, northern map turtle, the snapping turtle, the wood turtle, introduced red-eared slider, and the spotted turtle. Not shown is the musk turtle. Moving silently through our marshes, wetlands, lakes, and rivers is our largest turtle, the common snapping turtle. Females can weigh over 6 kilograms. Males can weigh over 10. In fact, many do. Snapping turtles eat a variety of foods, including plants and animals. Among the animals are invertebrates, fish, small reptiles, even ducklings. Once hatched, males seldom, if ever, come back on land, but females must come ashore to lay eggs. And this is when they are most commonly seen by people, especially in the spring. Be aware, because the plastron, the bottom part of the shell, does not cover their complete body. These turtles are quite aggressive and will fight back if handled. In the spring, the female searches for a sandy bank in which to lay her eggs. She digs a hole and she carefully positions each egg. Between 25 and 80 eggs are laid, and they will take between 4 and 8 weeks to hatch. By then, mother is long gone. She's returned to the pond. She will stay there the rest of the year, and she will hibernate in the mud at the bottom of the pond. For many of our species of turtles, one of the greatest dangers is crossing roads and being run over by traffic. Please watch out for them. The eastern spiny soft-shelled turtle is one of Ontario's rarest turtles. It is found in the wetlands of southern Ontario. It is most common on the shoreline of Lake Erie. This is our only soft-shelled species of turtle. The red-eared slider is an introduced species. It is the turtle found in pet shops. Unfortunately, it seems to be able to survive southern Ontario winters and is now competing with native species like this Blandings turtle. Blandings turtles are declining in southern Ontario. They require large marshy areas, and as we develop wetlands, this turtle has suffered many losses. The spotted turtle is one of our smallest turtles, only 13 centimeters long. It is found along the north shore of Lake Erie and along the shorelines of Georgian Bay. It likes slow-moving, unpolluted water. A recent study suggests there may be as few as only 2,000 of these turtles left in the province. The wood turtle is easily identified by its red legs. It is found in isolated patches of woodland with clear, freshwater streams. It is not common in the province. While it is not a threatened species, the northern map turtle is a species of concern. It is found in marshes and wetlands from the St. Lawrence right down to the tip of southern Ontario. It often inhabits the same marshes that Blanding's turtles can be found in. It also is a neighbor of the painted turtle. The painted turtle is the turtle you are most likely to see. It loves to bask on logs. It is found throughout southern Ontario. Research is being done on it in Algonquin Park, and it is a common sight at Riverwood. This species is a long-lived species, and no one really knows for sure how long it lives. A surprising fact is, as females get older, they become more fertile and lay more eggs. You may well see one of these turtles in your local pond, but what might surprise you is it may walk over a kilometer to a much deeper pond where it will overwinter and hibernate. Ontario's turtles, like turtles everywhere, are well worth helping and trying to preserve.